As HVAC companies service customers all over the United States, they continue to find ways to sharpen their business model by adding technologies like Sales Builder Pro. IMS traveled across the United States to find out how Sales Builder Pro is working in the field.
22 years ago, 1998, I decided to start John's Plumbing and Heating because we felt there was a need in our community for a plumbing and heating company that, number one, would answer the phone, number two, be there when the customer needs us.
Just got married, just bought our first home together, and my wife tells me that she's pregnant with our first child. And we sat down at a dining room table that night, and it was a long decision that we made, but I decided to leave the company I was with and open up my own company.
I started my business in 1982. I was always interested in heating and cooling and plumbing as a kid. My grandfather owned a plumbing and heating business in Brooklyn, New York. I was always the kid, 1 out of 7 that wanted tools for Christmas. It was rough the first few years for sure. Now that I look back at it, actually the first 10 to 15 years were extremely tough and lean.
We've been in business since 1979. Got the call from my brother and moved to East Falmouth and merged 2 fuel companies. Through the years, we've built out our gas business and our plumbing, but the Douglas, the Mitsubishi line has been phenomenal for us.
I remember in 2016, we were at a dealer meeting, and that's where we were introduced to John Steadley and Sales Builder. And I remember listening to John give his pitch, and I was thinking to myself as I was listening, my wife was there with me, who is also a co-owner of the business, and as he was talking, my eyes just kept lighting up, and I remember, turning to my wife, and I said, "This is sounds exactly like what we've been looking for."
I had a estimate scheduled for a Mitsubishi for a workshop. When I was there, the customer's brother came over, and he was interested in what I was talking to his brother about. And with the Sales Builder app, I was able to go in, I was able to pull up pictures of the product. There's videos in there that we could use. And with all that information, I actually ended up selling a Mitsubishi to the customer I went there for originally and his brother, which happened to live next door.
I can see how long my salesman was presenting things about our company that we have in the software. I can see how much time that he was taking on his quality installation checklist. I can see how much time option 1, just putting the equipment in, took versus the accessories, like a thermostat, for example.
When we used to do things before is we did just what we called a package. So that package, when we sold a system, it was a package, and that package was whether you needed that item that was in that package or not, that's what you got sold, because that's the way the pricing worked. With Sales Builder Pro, it completely eliminated that. We do things down by footages now. We don't just include 10 feet. We include, if they need 3 feet, they get 3 feet. And that's where the beauty part of it.
I was at a customer's house. I was the 4th person there, and I broke out the Sales Builder Pro, started going over everything. Then the most important part about the Sales Builder Pro is being able to take pictures and draw on the pictures so that the customer knows exactly where the indoor unit and the outdoor unit are going. She just couldn't believe that I was the only one that actually had that app.
Once I got Sales Builder Pro, it completely changed my business. It's the #1 best thing I ever did for my business.
Yeah, so Sales Builder Pro has been a phenomenal tool for us, especially during COVID. It's really allowed our sales team to be out in the field, quote jobs, and then internally while we're all working remotely.
But just recently, Sales Builder Pro has worked with us on creating more detailed cost analysis. And so we have utilized levels to determine our labor, whether it's for a boiler install or whether it's Mitsubishi, how many days are we going to be there? And that's usually the trick.
And it simplifies things. It simplifies things for the sales manager. It makes their job so much easier. It simplifies the internal parts of the company, because now all this information is being communicated seamlessly. Emails are coming back and forth. You could go back in and look at all this stuff later. It saves time, makes life easy, and I don't know how we could ever live without it.